when arrests were made. We want Mr. Eliud Langat to be arrested so that he can write a statement from a police station for it to be clearer to him that he has a responsibility.
I agree with colleagues that there are people who are intended to sabotage President William Ruto government, and is led by the Minister of Interior, who should take and resign, Mr. Speaker, and take personal political responsibility on this matter, Mr. Speaker. By the name William Ruto, he should come out and fire DIG Langat, Mr. Speaker, if before we proceed on anything else.
To see action from the UDA government on the issue of the Deputy Director General of Police. By now, he should not be in the office.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for your great support always. I'm so grateful for your continued support to this channel. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. It is now clear that Albert Omondi Ojwang was killed by police officers under the orders of the Deputy Inspector General Police, Eliud Langat. Things are boiling nicely as now even Kipchumba Murkomen, who is the CS of Interior, is now facing the wrath of what is happening in National Police Service. It is just the other day when a certain member of parliament was abducted na kapatikana kwa shamba ya chai pale Kiambu. Lakini this police officers led by the Inspector General Police, Mr. Kanja, declared that that member of parliament abducted himself. As if the investigation is not over, we are having another case of Albert Omondi Ojwang, who was arrested, taken all the way from Homa Bay to Nairobi, almost 400 kilometers, and killed Pali Police Station Central. Then what we were told by the Inspector General Police, Mr. Kanja, that the boy aliamua kupiga kichwa kwa ukuta. Ukitaka kusikia polisi wanatubeba ufala Kenya hii. If I'm saying something that is wrong, or something that I don't know, because some individuals might see it as if we don't know whatever is happening. The former police boss, Charles, the former spokesperson of police, Charles Owino, is now coming out to admit that even the message of Mr. Kanja yesterday, the inspector, was not relevant.
The motive.
Yeah.
Yes.
And as a trained cop, are you then concerned because the accounts in the first statement by the National Police Service that he had hit his head against the wall, from the physical observation wasn't the true account given? As a former spokesperson of the National Police Service, are you then concerned with the manner of communication by the National Police?
Number one, I am not just a former police person. I am a trained investigator, and I was an instructor for many years, teaching DCI officers matters law, the Penal Code, the Criminal Procedure Code, the Evidence Act. DIG Langat was one of my students very early in his life at the DCI Academy when he just came. So I'm not just a police spokesperson.
Yeah.
I was not just a police person, a post spokesperson. I'm a well-trained police officer and an investigator and a trainer, for your information.
Okay.
I may not clearly comment about the injuries because I haven't seen them and we need autopsy. But the question is, and that is what we question, initially what happened is the IG relied on the SITREP, the situation report that was sent by the OCS. Okay. Because the OCS sent a report. And at the IG's level, if a report has left the OCS verified by his OSPD and has gone to the Inspector General, then the Inspector General relies on that report. But the question later that came up was, it is said he was alone in custody.
Yeah.
He was in his own cell. And therefore, you can only come up with a theory of somebody hitting his head if he was with 2 or 3 other people who could have witnessed. So if there was nobody, then how do you come up with this theory of somebody? That alone gives a bad image.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes things happen. It is just good to say it as it is, because sometimes you can be protecting a person that later destroys you. It cannot work. So what I can say is that the autopsy will be very important. But most importantly, those officers who are at the report office, what we call the report office personnel and the cell sentry, should be able to tell us what happened. Would some people have gotten their way into the cells at night? And if they got their way, who are those people? Because you see, I'm telling you, Hussein, you don't have any other police service. This is what we have.
Thank you.
And this is the service that protects you. So what happens is, if there is a particular officer that is involved in such crime, then he must just be done away with, and he must just be punished for it. So that this idea of, you see, I'm a policeman, my children know me as a policeman, they don't know me as any other thing. And even if I become a head of state, I'll still just be seen as a policeman. So our
How was it possible for Albert Omondi to hit his head on the wall? Na hii evidence tunaambiwa kwamba ati huyu kijana alipiga kichwa kwa ukuta, alikuwa isolated, alikuwa kwa seli yake peke yake. Hakuna mtu yote alikuwa kwa hii room. The question is, ni nani alipatiana evidence? Or who are these witnesses waliona huyu kijana akipiga kichwa kwa ukuta? If you want to understand, there's a big problem in police. So as we speak, we have a pressure mounted on the police bosses. Let the Deputy Inspector General of Police, Eliud Langat, afukuzwe aende nyumbani. Number 2, let the OCPD of Central Police Station, Nairobi, be fired. Number 3, let the CS of Interior, Kipchumba Murkomen, be fired. Then, later, I think we'll have justice. Ladies and gentlemen, before you continue, as you always do, ensure you like the video. When you like the video, you automatically support the work that I'm doing in this channel, because sometimes you watch and you forget liking the video. So this is just a reminder. As you watch, please consider liking the video. Thank you so much for that like. As per the reports from these doctors ambao waliamua kwenda kufanya ile operation ya kuhakikisha ni nini iliua Albert, they have confirmed clear this young man was killed.
As an expert, I know the police gave some unreasonable reason as to why Ojwang died, saying he hit his head on the wall. As an expert and having examined the body, if that were to be the case, what signs would have been consistent with hitting one's head on the wall, and that the signs you've seen today completely dismiss that particular narrative?
Well, when I examine the whole the pattern, the pattern of the injuries, especially on the head, the bleeds, the hematoma that I found on the head, hitting against a blunt substance, a wall, would have a particular pattern, a frontal bleeds. But the bleeds that we found on the scalp, on the skin of the head, was partially spread on all aspects, including the face, the sides of the head, and also the back of the head. When we tie up together with other injuries that are well spread in the body, including the upper limbs and the trunk, then this is unlikely to be self-inflicted injury.
Thank you.
He was killed. And those who killed Albert Omondi, they were under directions. of someone. And who is this? Is this someone? The DIG. That is Eliud Langat. And this operation was well planned, executed. And this was the report that we had today. Now, when you look at all these scenarios, you can tell we are living on our own. We as Kenyans, we expected that these police or police officers to act in a way that they are favoring the common wananchi. That literally whatever is happening is out of control. And no wonder, Rigathi Gachagua said it earlier. And he said it perfectly. We have, or rather we have, a killing squad that has been formed consisting of 100 police officers under the leadership of the DIG Eliud Langat. Remember, Rigathi Gachagua said it before even all the scenarios we are seeing today. Iko imefanyika. So you can take it to the bank. What Rigathi Gachagua said was literally true. Sahi sasa viongozi wamechanganyikiwa as they have realized kwamba there's a big problem. Look at of course the scenario of this member of parliament of Kasipul, Honorable Mondo Were. He had police officers as his bodyguards. What happened? We questioned these bodyguards when the Omondo Were was being killed. They never reacted to show that they are protecting the member of parliament. As we speak now, we have a member of parliament of Nyakach, Adoma Owur, who is even fearing his life. He has decided to dump the police officers as his bodyguards. And that is why you can reach at a conclusion and a summary that we have a big problem with these police officers. And it is now clear Albert was killed by police officers under a direction of someone. And this someone is the DIG Eliud Langat and some individuals. And if they are going to be left, waache tu waendelee na kazi. There are several executions they are going to do. Because they know mutadu, they will continue doing it. The only option we are having, these individuals must be kicked out, including the CS of Interior, Murkomen. They must be shown the door. So the DIG, the Deputy Inspector General, Eliud Langat must be fired and arrested. Number two, the OCPD of the Central Police must be kicked out. These police officers must be shown the door. The Directorate of Criminal Investigation, Mr. Amin, also must be shown the door, because this was like a collaboration work. And that is the thing. Or else, we'll be just speaking, but things will continue happening. What do you think? Drop your opinion at the comment section below. Otherwise, thank you so much because of your great support. Please consider subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing this video. Till we meet in another video.